The road to Hana is one of the most epic driving journeys in the US. With its winding roads and constantly changing landscapes, it's no wonder this route is on everyone's mind when they come to Maui. That being said, there are some things you should know before your trip. In today's video, I'll be sharing my top 10 tips for anyone planning to drive the road to Hana. Today is day number 4 in Maui, and we have a huge drive ahead of us. We are going from Lahaina to Hana, and Hana is a really small village in eastern Maui. And the road to Hana is kind of like this epic driving journey where you'll see waterfalls and lots of cool food booths on the side of the road, rainforest views, just everything on this road. So we need to get going, actually, to be honest. This is where we've been staying for the first 3 nights here in Lahaina. This is the rooftop deck. This is my favorite because there's a hot tub, and in the evening the stars are just incredible. There's no pollution, very little light as well, so you can really see everything. And then that's the ocean out there too. Tip number 2 is to fill up your gas tank and grab breakfast. Paia, which is the official start of the route, is the last place to get gas before Hana. It's also one of the most expensive places to get gas in Maui though, so what I recommend is to head to Costco in Kaihalulu and fill up your gas tank there. On the road to Hana, and it is a wet one. You lucky? I'm gonna soak up like a sponge.
Wow, so worth it. So worth it. Oh. Okay, jump in the water now.
No way. On the plus side, there is a banana bread store here that's rated super well, and he's trying to pee. He thinks I'm pointing the camera at him. Okay, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Is Auntie Sandy's banana bread better than Allison's banana bread? Oh my gosh, it's warm. Will you pull the bag? It's warm. Oh. Here, this is like a good piece. Do you want to try this?
You try.
It's pretty good.
So you approve?
Mm-hmm.
Under the CARES Act,
I'm trying to think if I like mine better or this one better.
And?
But it's hot and fresh, so I'm like really biased to this bread right now. Probably this one. Yeah. They have better bananas though. There are a lot of spots on the map, like this waterfall, that don't actually have real parking. So there's maybe room for 2 cars, and if they're already taken, then you just have to drive by and wave. This is our last stop for Hana. There are a few more spots after Hana, but I'm not sure if we'll do this today or tomorrow. We'll see, just depending on how long we stay here and stuff. This spot is called Waianapanapa State Park, and it's mostly known for being the location of a black sand beach. Hawaii actually has quite a few black sand beaches, and they were formed from lava flowing into the ocean. What I really like about this state park though is that there's more to see than just this beach. You can actually go for a little walk up on the cliffside and just hike along the coast for a bit. There's almost no service out here. I have T-Mobile, so I'm not sure, maybe yours will work, but it's been pretty much a dead signal the whole time. So save the spots on the map that you want to visit, so you have markers on there, and then download Google Maps offline and you'll be good to go. Hawaii is so beautiful. It's literally the perfect weather here all the time, no matter what. If it rains, it just kind of drizzles for a little bit and then goes away. And it's not too humid. It's about 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so it feels like the middle of summer, and it's February 1st right now. After spending an hour or so here, we decided to call it a day and check into our accommodation in Hana. Most people actually don't stay in Hana, but it is an option if you have plenty of time and you don't want to rush back. One thing to know about Hana though is that it's a very small, remote town. The few restaurants that are there close super early, and there are a whole lot of options for places to stay. Motion? Whether you decide to spend the night in Hana or not, make sure to continue past the town for the last remaining stops. These 5 are the major ones in this area. If you're wondering what the opposite way back is, it's essentially the backside of Haleakala. The road to Hana is usually done as an out and back route, so you start in Paia, drive to Hana, and then drive back to Paia again. The more remote, more adventurous way though is to continue through Hana and drive along the south part of the island. Now, this route is the definition of off the grid. You won't find any gas stations, food stops, or really much of anything. So if you do this route, my tip to you is just to be prepared. Bring plenty of food and water in case something were to happen to your vehicle or to you that might leave you stranded for a few hours. I also recommend checking the weather, as this area is prone to flash floods. But that aside, as long as the weather is good and you're prepared and your vehicle is sound, you're going to have an amazing time. The backside is beautiful. My last tip for you is to catch the sunset at Ho'okipa Beach Park. I don't think this one needs an explanation.